Hello YouTube, my name's Nero, and today we have some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, playing a bit of Domination here in Map Biolab, running around the AS-1 Speakeasy, and I told you guys I was going to use this gun a ton. It was going to be on my channel, whether you like it or not, because I just am enjoying this gun so much. It reminds me so much of the World at War Thompson. It's bringing back so much nostalgia for a big nerd like me. It's been playing Call of Duty forever. It's so cool to have a gun that really looks and performs like a gun that you know from years past. It's just so much fun, and I've actually been saving this gameplay for a little bit because it's a very short gameplay, and I wanted to use it for a short video, and I have just the perfect topic for a short little video like this. It's actually the new update to Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. It's a small little update, but it's an update nonetheless. I like to cover all the patch notes here on my channel. So if you guys like to go ahead and read through the full patch notes, there's a link to the official Call of Duty thread about it down in the video description if you want to read through it. But as I usually do with these videos, I'm just going to cover what I believe to be the highlights of the update. It's actually a very small update, so you don't have to really worry too much about that. They don't really change around a whole lot of things within the game. And I also want to preface this by saying this is only live at the time of this video going up on the Xbox One and on the PlayStation 4. If you're a PS3 player or an Xbox 360 player or a PC player, if history is any indicator, then chances are it's actually going to go ahead and be live on your platform probably within a week or so. So it's going to be coming if it's not there already, so keep that in mind. The update itself, let's talk about that. They changed around the system hack like they said they would, and we're going to show gameplay of that later on here in this video. So they actually changed around the system hack, and we're going to talk about that later in the video. Some of the other updates. So one of the cool updates, I think a lot of people are actually going to be very happy to see this, they actually increased the timing between kills for multi-kills to actually count. So one of the big problems I saw a lot of people complaining about to me was to get double kills, to get the challenges for double kills, you basically had to get a collateral on the people for it to actually count. It was really hard to get these double kills. So what they did with this new update was they increased the timing between kills so that your double kills will actually register a bit easier. It kind of gives you a little bit more leeway for double kills to actually be counted, and because of that, you'll be able to get those challenges done a bit easier. I think a lot of people are very happy about that, and to actually be able to get that challenge done a little bit easier. That's definitely pretty nice. I'm definitely happy to see they're doing stuff that maybe a lot of people didn't think would actually happen. I know me personally, that wasn't even on my radar for things that really need to get fixed. I never really pay attention to double kills or really challenges in general. I very rarely actually check my challenges, but as you guys can see, the gameplay is already over. The posted team has actually quit. So speaking of challenges, let's talk about a cool new addition to the game, the added supply drop challenges. So you see this screenshot right here that I took. You see that I now have a supply drop challenge. You go to your challenges, at the very top, you'll see supply drop challenges. So my particular challenge is to get 20 kills with a shotgun while playing the game mode uplink. What this does, if I complete that challenge, I get a supply drop, which is pretty nice because supply drops are really cool. They're a cool new addition to the game. We get to get new pieces, we get to get new weapon variants and stuff, but it's always been kind of confusing as to how you actually earn these supply drops. They always really kind of seem to be random and just pop up at random times. You know, you get rapid supply, you'll get one supply drop through 45 minutes of rapid supply, and you're like, what was rapid about that? And you get all confused about how it works. So even now, while that's still going to happen, while you're still going to randomly seem to get supply drops, you're also going to be able to complete challenges to earn yourself some more supply drops, and that way you can try and get that elusive piece to your armor set that you're trying to get. Or now you can try a little bit harder to try and get variants of weapons you like the AS-1 Speakeasy. You now have a better chance of getting that just by the very nature of the fact that you'll be able to acquire more supply drops by completing these challenges. So that's definitely kind of a nice thing. Now let's start talking about the system hack. I'm sure you guys are interested in the system hack itself and what has changed about it. So the system hack itself, they actually made it so it costs more. If you remember, it actually would cost 600 score initially with no upgrades. Now, as you guys can see, it costs 700 score, which is something I never actually thought they would do to update it. For me personally, I was always just like, get rid of that X, get rid of that stupid X. Why they thought the X was a good idea, I have no idea. Just get rid of that and we'll be good to go. But what they did is actually made it so the system hack costs more, which is actually kind of a good thing, because in the recent update, they actually changed around the scoring in a lot of the game modes, like mainly Domination. You think of Domination now, it used to be 50 points for a kill and 150 points for a flag capture. Now you get 100 points for a kill and 200 points for a flag capture, and because of that, kill streaks are coming in like crazy, and people are getting just tons of system hacks, and because of that, it really kind of showed that the system hack really did need a little bit of rebalancing. So they actually made it so it costs a little bit more, and it really kind of shows that they're going to be sticking to this new update, that it's 100 points for a kill in Domination. You get way more points for playing objective-based game modes and stuff like that. So it says that they're actually going to be keeping that. A lot of people thought they would get rid of it because a lot of people didn't like it, but they're going to be keeping it, and they're just really going to be adjusting the score score streaks a little bit to compensate for that, which I think is kind of a cool thing. The big update they brought to the system hack, though, is the fact that they actually got rid of the Giant X, which is fantastic. So here we are in a gameplay. This is myself and my brother in a private match. I let him kill me a bunch of times till he acquired his system hack, and now he is going to call it in. As you guys can see, there is no Giant X on my screen, which hallelujah freaking Luya. I did not mind the system hack. I really didn't. I didn't mind the fact that, you know, everything was scrambled. It was basically the equivalent of a really good counter UAV, right? I did not mind that at all. What really bothered me was the Giant X showing up on my screen, making it so I couldn't see. And every time I died, which chances are you're going to die a lot while your system hacked, just constantly having that Giant X pop up on your screen every time you respawn was really annoying. But as you guys can see from this gameplay, the Giant X is not coming back every time I respawn. It is not coming up initially when the system hack is called in. The X is gone, and the system hack itself now costs 100 more score, which is just fantastic. And that is basically the long and the short of this update. Not a whole lot of things have been changed. Of course, random things like trying to improve matchmaking, improve connectivity, and changing around a bunch of random stuff like that. But once again, if you guys like to go ahead and check out the full patch notes, you guys go ahead and check those out. There's a link to the official Call of Duty thread down in the video description. You can read through them for yourselves. But like I said, in this video, I wanted to cover the highlights, and I believe I've covered all the highlights of this small little update here to Advanced Warfare. I think, once again, it's pretty cool that they're actually giving us these updates pretty frequently now. They don't have to be giant patch updates like with what they do in the Battlefield series. Just give us small little updates periodically throughout the game, and that way that'll just keep us happy. And that seems to be what Sledgehammer's doing, and kudos to them for doing so. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys all found it helpful and informative, and if you did, please be sure to leave a rating where you guys feel the video deserves. And what else about Advanced Warfare do you think Sledgehammer needs to address? What other things would you like to see them change with further updates? Let me know about that. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and if you did, please be sure to leave a rating. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day.